Hi everyone! Today I'm going to record for you an explanation about how to write a good essay. So let's begin. So, how to write a good essay? The first thing that you have to do is planning your writing. First of all, you have to decide, are you for or against the idea? What might be the main points for the ones who support this idea? What might be the main points for the ones who reject this idea? Decide which arguments you are going to use in your essay. Decide how you will begin, which is the introduction, and end, which is your conclusion, your composition. Decide which connectors you're going to use. Very important. Now let's talk a little bit about some general tips. So, plan your composition by writing a few outlines. It is recommended to use a list in order to write the main ideas and supporting details. Make sure that you understand the subject and write exactly what's required. Write full paragraphs, always, and don't forget to leave an empty line between paragraphs. Always leave margins, shulayim, of 2 centimeters on each side of the page for remarks. And of course, clear handwriting. You write in ink only, black or blue. If you type your essay like in classroom, so leave double space between the lines. Okay, some more tips. Your sentences must be short and clear, not longer than 1.5 lines. The average is 7 to 16 words in a sentence. If it's more, so it's too long. Use sentence connectors to connect sentences and paragraphs. I'm going to devote a special part of it in the second part that I'm going to record. Okay, start each sentence with a capital letter and end it with a full stop. This way I know when a sentence begins and when it ends. Pay attention to grammar. Decide in advance what time frame you want to use. Is it past or present? So you won't mix the tenses. And make sure your ideas are clear to you and your readers. Okay, the structure of your composition. There must be a first paragraph, which is the introduction of the topic you are going to write about, usually 2 sentences. The body of the text, which should contain explanations, details, examples, or descriptions related to your subject. It's 2 paragraphs in the middle, and each paragraph should be something between 3 to 5 sentences. And the last paragraph, which is the summary or conclusion of your composition. Each paragraph should have a key sentence at the beginning. It should tell the reader what the paragraph is about. And after you finish writing, read your composition again in order to make sure that what you wrote is clear and to correct your mistakes. Don't forget to check your dictionary for spelling. Okay, here I'm going to read very quickly 2 examples of essays to show you how an essay of opinion should look like. So the first one is Free to Be Me. And as you can guess, it's about school uniform. So, some students claim that school uniforms are undemocratic and limit our freedom. In my opinion, the opposite is true. Firstly, school uniforms make all the students equal. When we wear uniform, we don't feel like we are in a competition with each other. We don't have to worry that other students will laugh at us if our clothes are not the most expensive or fashionable. Secondly, school uniforms give us greater freedom. Freedom from the problem of deciding what to wear every day. As a result, we are judged by our character and ideas and not by the way we dress or by our parents' bank account. In conclusion, I strongly believe that school uniforms are better. They are clearly preferable to the daily problem of choosing what to wear and trying to compete with other students at school. Okay, the second one is about reality TV, and the title is The Reality of Not Quite Reality TV, and that's a model essay. Many people claim that reality TV is an entertaining reflection of real life. From my point of view, most of the reality TV isn't even close to reality. To begin with, reality TV is quite stupid. Most of it is even offensive and morally wrong. Take, for example, the show Temptation Island. Most of the reality TV shows include competition between the people on the show. As a result, people hurt and insult each other in order to win foolish contests. In addition, reality TV is shallow and cruel. A lot of the shows are about money or physical attraction. Therefore, reality TV sends a negative message to people. In other words, the messages people get is that money is more important than morals and values. Also, you have to be thin and beautiful in order for people to like you. To sum up, the only reality part of these shows is the way the contestants treat each other with disrespect and cruelty. Therefore, I firmly believe that reality TV is an entertainment at its worst. Okay, what we have seen from the two examples is how the writer presents his opinion at the beginning of the essay, then gives details, examples, and explanations in the body to support his opinion, and finally, the conclusion. Okay. Now, what should an opinion essay contain? First of all, paragraph 1, it's the introduction. Get the reader's attention. Introduce your main idea and controlling statement. The reader should know from the beginning what you are going to discuss. Paragraph 2, state the first main point, topic sentence. State the supporting details such as explanation, examples, arguments, or facts to support your argument. Okay. In paragraph 3, state the second main point, topic sentence. State the supporting details and make sure that your arguments are related to the main idea you introduced your reader in the beginning. Paragraph 4 is the conclusion. Restate your main idea. Restate your main points and leave the reader with a good impression. That is, your reader should feel that you have presented your ideas clearly and grammatically. Okay, here we have a template for an opinion essay, but as you are going to see, it's very basic. What I'm going to show you in the next slides is how to spice up your essay by adding some all kinds of sophisticated expressions. Okay, but let's have a look first. Here we have 4 paragraphs, as I told you before, and you can start with many people claim that, in my opinion, the opposite is true, or it's true, or it's a good idea for a few reasons. Now, you choose the opposite, or it's a good idea if you agree with the claim, or if you disagree. Okay, then you have first, for example, as a result. In paragraph 3, it's second, in other words, and therefore. And number 4, in conclusion, I strongly believe that. But of course, you can change it if you want to add different expressions or different details, but this is basically the structures. Okay, now let's talk about phrases for opening paragraphs. You're going to see a few, quite a few, and what I prefer is the ones that are highlighted. But again, it's up to you to choose what you want. Okay, so my favorite opening is this. Many people believe that. In my opinion, it is true, or the opposite is true for a few reasons. Okay. Let's talk about phrases for middle paragraphs. Okay, so to begin with, it's worth mentioning that this is, of course, for the second paragraph. And for the third paragraph, it should be another point that should be taken into consideration is that. Okay. Phrases for the closing paragraphs. Okay, let's see my favorites. I have 2 favorites actually. My first favorite is to sum up. As I have mentioned above, I'm totally convinced that. Or, to sum up, in light of the arguments presented above, I tend to agree with. And of course, you can choose whatever you want. Okay, so watch for the second one, for the second recording, to give you some more tips. And the third one will be about writing for and against. Okay, see you next time.